Let's talk about something we all know way too well: clutter. I'm not just talking about your garage, but your work life, right? That desk that's piled high, the digital desktop that's an absolute mess, that one folder named MISC that has, well, everything in it. It's this universal problem that just quietly eats away at our focus. But what if the fix wasn't just about tidying up? What if it was about completely rewiring how we think about our stuff to begin with? Let's dive into a really powerful way to do just that. Okay, before we jump into a solution, let's start with a question. I want you to honestly think about your own workspace for a second, physical or digital. Why is that report from 2 years ago still sitting there? Why do you have 3 different versions of the same file? Figuring out the why behind our own clutter, that's actually the most important first step. And it turns out, this isn't some personal failing, it's not just you. Our source material makes it super clear that this is a common, very human hurdle. This difficulty we all have with letting go is the real enemy here. It's the root cause of the mess and inefficiency we're trying to tackle. So if the problem is really in our own heads, how do we fix it? We can't just wish it away. We need a system, a tool that's specifically designed to help us get over that attachment. And that brings us to the red tag solution. It's a method for making those tough, decisive calls about what stays and what has to go. So what is the red tag methodology, really? Let's be very clear about this. It has almost nothing to do with actual physical red tags. It's a system designed to rewire your brain. It forces you to stop thinking, well, what if I need this someday? And instead ask a much more powerful question. Do I actually need this right now? And that right there, that mindset for removal, that is the absolute key to all of this. Seriously, the magic isn't in a roll of stickers. It's in the psychological shift it makes you go through. So let's take a look at what that shift actually looks like. This breaks it down perfectly. On the left, you've got the just-in-case mindset. We all live there sometimes, right? It's emotional. It's all about some vague fear that maybe someday you'll need that thing. And it is the direct cause of clutter. But on the right, that's where red tagging pushes you, to the necessary now mindset. This one is methodical, it's logical, and it leads straight to efficiency because it's based on what's real today, not some imagined future. Now, getting this mindset down is a huge win on its own, but it's also the key that unlocks the next level of organization. See, red tagging isn't the finish line. It's the critical first step in a much bigger process known as the 2S system. And our source material is very direct about this. You have to do the red tagging part first, before you can even think about moving to the next stage, which is called 2S, set. It makes total sense when you think about it. You can't possibly organize a space effectively until you've gotten rid of everything that shouldn't be there in the first place. So here's how it all flows together. Step 1, you finally confront all that junk you've been avoiding. Then, step 2, you apply that logical, methodical red tag mindset to filter through it all. And only then, once you have a clean slate, are you actually ready for step 3, the 2S, set phase, where you find a perfect, logical home for everything that's left. All right, so let's boil this all down. What do you really need to remember? First, this whole thing is about getting over that very natural human instinct to just hold on to stuff. You do that by adopting a new way of thinking, one that's all about logical removal. Remember, this isn't just a spring cleaning idea. It's the foundation for a much bigger system. The end goal here is to shift your entire approach, moving away from emotional attachment and toward pure, logical efficiency. So I'll leave you with this question. Forget about doing a massive overhaul right now. Just think about this new mindset. Based on everything we've talked about, what's the very first unnecessary thing, whether it's on your desk or on your computer, that you are going to mentally red tag for removal tomorrow?